So, got a lot of stuff on my mind. The other day, I went to a training that was done by Don Meichenbaum, Dr. Don Meichenbaum, one of the founders of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and certain things about this training absolutely blew me away. So, I've participated in cognitive behavioral therapy training before, as I've written about and lectured about over the past few years. Like, that was the first methodology of my training. But this was so different, and something, like lots of things stood out to me and related to the solution-focused approach and the solution-focused community. And one of them was, like, when I first learned solution-focused brief therapy, like, a lot of people would talk about the stance of a solution-focused brief therapist. Like, they would say things like, we believe in hope and resilience and client strengths and asking questions in session that are geared towards the future and things like that. And over the course of the years, when I ask people in the solution-focused community, what's the difference between solution-focused brief therapy and cognitive behavioral therapy, I would often get that answer. Like, it's the stance of the therapist, and almost like the stance of the therapist is descriptive on what like a solution-focused practitioner is. And as I was sitting in that training listening to Dr. Meichenbaum, the thing that surprised me the most is he has the exact same stance. Like, he lectured about how you should not pathologize your clients and don't view clients as their diagnosis, and ask questions that have an undertone of compliment in them. And he said when he sits down with every client, he asks himself about their successes and their strengths and their resources. And I was blown away because I didn't expect him to say that. Like, I didn't expect that many similarities between a cognitive behavioral therapist and a solution-focused brief therapist. He and I even had a couple of chats about that, which I'll probably post some videos or write some stuff about that later. But it just got me to thinking about, like, my work as a writer, lecturer, and practitioner of solution-focused brief therapy. Because I think one of the things we've got to do is, as researchers, do a better job of explaining what a solution-focused brief therapist is doing in session in compared to what people of other approaches, in this case cognitive behavioral therapy therapists, are doing in session. Because it became very obvious to me that we're describing the same stance of psychotherapy, but yet we're doing psychotherapy different. So going forward, I hope that as a professional community, we would do a really good job of teaching people what we're doing in session, how we're doing it in session, and stay kind of away from the stance is the difference, because I now realize that that's not really the case. Like, other practitioners of other approaches have the exact same stance, and it's not enough to simply say solution-focused brief therapy has a different stance than other approaches, i.e. cognitive behavioral therapy, because that's just not true. So one of the things I'm really proud of is, to this point, my writing and my lecturing and my research has all been about what is a solution-focused brief therapist doing in session. Along with my partner Adam Frower, like, we're totally focused on hashing that answer out, because I think it's important for the profession so that we're not confused about what solution-focused brief therapy is. So we're very clear and deliberate about it. And as I travel around and I lecture, so many people ask me, like, what's the difference between solution-focused brief therapy and cognitive behavioral therapy? Because people are interested in getting better as clinicians. And I think it's important that we be able to explain the differences in what we're doing in session and in these particular ways, not necessarily the way we view people, because I think all helpful clinicians view their clients as strength-focused and resilient and all those things. So anyway, I hate to get on a little soapbox about that, but that's what's going through my mind these days about this work as a solution-focused brief therapist. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to have more videos, blog posts, and other things about this topic as I continue to flesh it out. But for right now, I just want to leave everybody with the message that solution-focused brief therapy is an approach that believes in their clients and is hope-filled and strength-focused and believes in resiliencies and resources. But so are other approaches. What separates us is what we're doing in session and the way we build conversations. And stay tuned to hear and learn more about that.